It's Brian Preston, the Money Guy.
All right, Jake has a question. He says, is there an age or portfolio indicator where you can take your foot off the gas, quote unquote, as Brian likes to say? He says, I'm 41. I invest 25%, max out my 401k, HSA, and Roth IRAs for my wife and I, and my portfolio is 4 times the annual income. What do you guys think about that?
Gave us a lot of information there.
He did.
So, all right, I'm gonna give you an analogy, right? And we're gonna see if this works because I like to make these up on the fly.
Oh, I love it.
Jake, really value being on time. Something that I like. I don't like being late. I don't like making people wait. I don't like people thinking I don't value their time. My wife, a wonderful human being who does not listen to this show, being on time is like not her strong suit, right? And so oftentimes we'll have somewhere we need to be, somewhere we need to get to, and I'll be like, all right, we need to leave at this time. We need to leave at this time. We need to leave at this time. Oftentimes, we don't leave at that time. We leave at some point after. So what I do immediately when I get in my car is I put it in Waze. Once I know my destination, and once I put it in, and I see how long it's gonna take me to get there, it dictates how heavy my right foot needs to be on the gas pedal to get there or to not get there. It lets me know, do I need to speed up or can I slow down? In those rare circumstances where we are ahead of time, I can drive a little bit slower. Or maybe we can stop and get coffee on our way. Or maybe we can fill in the blank. In order to know the answer to your question, you have to have clearly defined the destination. Where am I going? Because right now, and Brian, you know, we talk this all the time, we have clients who have made it to financial independence and who have retired and are living the life that they want, the way they want, on their terms, and their portfolio is less than $1 million. And they're able to do that. We have other clients who have portfolios that are multi-million-dollar portfolios, even like 8-figure numbers that aren't quite there yet, based on the things that they want to do and the goals that they have. So you have to define for yourself what is the goal? And then once you know that, you can start backtracking into, okay, am I on track? Am I ahead of the curve? Am I behind them? Do I need to press down the gas or can I let off the gas? Did that analogy work?
No, I thought it was great as long as your wife doesn't watch the show. I mean, it was outstanding.
True, very true.
I was worried you were going to tell us how you manipulated the situation by telling her a different time than the actual time that you need to leave.
For her birthday, I did that. So listen to this, we had a 6 o'clock reservation.
Right.
I told her, I was like, babe, birthday dinner's at 5:30. I've got the reservation. And by the way, this is in Nashville, so it's like a 25-30 minute drive. We left our house at 5:24. And I told her there was a 5:30. And so when we got there, I checked in. I was like, hey, we're here, Hanson, reservation at 6. And she looked at me and I was like, yeah.
Gotcha.
By the way, tell me you have kids with a reservation at 6 p.m. I mean, it's just, you guys, you're passing the blue plate special with us, with people who like to eat early. But it is one of those things where, Jake, I mean, you gave us a ton of variables, but there's still even more because I don't know what your plan looks like in retirement. Bo kind of touched on that, but I will tell you, it's one of those great things. I had a meeting with a call and a meeting with I had a meeting last week with a client, and I kid you not, in the last year, and this person's in their 40s, they've been to Bora Bora, they've been to Italy, and I have them only saving now $1,000 a month. And you're like, how? I'm like, because they can take their foot off the accelerator. And it's kind of one of those fun things because they've done such heavy lifting in their 20s and 30s that they were asking. They're like, hey, is it okay that we've done all this stuff to make, to these memories? And I'm like, yeah, because when we go and we stress test this, we run it through the plan, it's still coming at a 99%, success rate.
Yep.
So you go knock it out, do it. So Jake, that's the part. And look, this is why we did design the course. I know courses get a bad rap because everybody's out there pushing courses right now, but really our whole purpose is to plant the seeds of knowledge, let you accelerate the path. And unfortunately, I can't create content where I know every one of your variables to tell you the right answer on what your specific number is, but I can create a course. I can create a tool, and that's exactly what we did with Know Your Number, is that you're going to be able to take what you have now. You gave us a lot of information. how you want that picture to look in the future. And it's going to give you a progress report. And it's going to let you know, because yes, I think that you will in the long term. If you do the homework, you put the work in, you're going to know exactly where you are, and it is a celebration. You know, financial advisors get a bad rap because I think a lot of people think you come to a financial advisor so we can slap your hand and tell you no. Susie Orman has made an entire career off of figuring out creative ways to say no to people on TV, and people love it. That's actually not my favorite part of what we do for a living. I love being able to enable you to become the best version of yourself, maximize not only the finances, but life. So use these tools, learn.moneyguy.com. We don't create this as a money grab. We try to create this so you know exactly what you need to be doing to maximize your financial life.
And what I think is great, Jake, is you said that you're 41. That's still young. It's not like you're 48 years old. You're still 41. You're on the younger side of the spectrum. You can take your foot off the pedal, assuming your plan substantiates that. However, a lot of folks say, and Brian, I think you and your wife had the same experience, said, hey, if we just commit in our 30s, then we'll be able to take our foot off in our 40s. What you found that happened in your situation, you didn't actually take your foot off the pedal at your 40s. You were able to say, hey, you know what? Things are still going good. I'm going to keep progressing. And what that's going to do is going to give me options earlier. Instead of having to, I may be on track for an age 65 retirement, and I can take my foot off the pedal to accommodate that. But maybe I want to exit the workforce at 60. Maybe I want to start traveling more at 55. By not taking your foot off the pedal, assuming you're not sacrificing building memories and living the life you want to live, there's nothing wrong with being ahead of the curve. There's nothing wrong with getting to your destination early. Because when you do that, you can kind of walk around and see the sights.
Yeah, there's truth in that. And what I find is the more I've been blessed with, and the fact that I will do more things I feel like to kind of spread joy. Like we were doing an office tour, and I showed the fridge and the snack drawers. I started just pulling the snack drawers out. And everybody's
that's what you do on our tours now?
Yeah, well, I mean, this was a special tour. And because not everybody gets to see all the M&Ms and the balance bars and all the other stuff. But it is one of those things where I love to maximize happiness. And I know for everybody here, we're not living in scarcity. We're trying to live in the best version of what this should feel like. I want you to do the same thing with your personal finances. And that's what's happened for me is that, so maybe like the client I mentioned earlier, if you've been saving 35, 40% when you're in your 20s and 30s, maybe now you only have to do 15 to 20%, but you have to do the homework. You got to put in the work early so that you do get that opportunity to still have success, but maybe, even enjoy even a little more.